The key word is democracy. This is why India hates it. This is why India has targeted Gurpratap Singh Pannoon, one of the co-founders of Sikhs for Justice and behind this very referendum. They hate the fact that the Sikh community are getting their democratic voice. This is what they tried so hard to remove from the community in the Punjab, which they have succeeded to some degree, but they can't do very much about the diaspora. And this is an outpouring of democratic joy. It's wonderful to see. And you only need to see the turnout at each iteration of this referendum, whether it's Sacramento or indeed over the border in Canada. Every iteration of the referendum has seen a massive turnout. It has been a sea of yellow, wonderful, colourful Khalistan flags. Families have turned up. It is a joyous occasion, and it is, of course, a time for people to express their opinion. And of course, being in a free and democratic nation like the United States and Canada, people have a freedom of expression and a freedom of speech, and they have the right to say either yes or the right to say no. A joy, a simple human right that they are denied in the Punjab. So, yeah, when we see this taking place, when we see it actually on the ground, it really does, it endorses how solid our democracies are here in the UK and overseas over the Atlantic in the Americas. Because these referenda can be held without fear. They can be held without fear of intimidation, despite what Hindutva might try and do online. But the fact is, and again, India hates the fact that the Khalistan movement can exist quite happily and be quite vocal and take to the streets and protest and do all its things without fear, which it cannot do in India once again. And this is really this almost resentment sort of drips through social media when Hindutva get on the case. They hate to see this manifestation of democracy, this manifestation of the very movement that they fear so deeply. This is why they are trying to bury it. This is why they're trying to destroy it in the Punjab. This is why they're trying to deny its very existence. Because they know it remains as an existential threat to, well, certainly to Brahmanical control, but also they realise that this is the groundwork. These are the foundations of the breakaway of the Punjab into Khalistan. And the final point is, yes, the Hindutva and the Modi government have been so at pains to point out that the Khalistan movement is made up of terrorists. Well, all I need to say is look at the media, even the mainstream media, who are now looking at these referenda, who is covering this story. I don't see many terrorists in these gatherings. All I see are happy families of all ages and all backgrounds turning up for a good day out and, of course, to cast their democratic vote.